Happy October, everyone. We made it through another month, which means we bought probably more bottles than we should. So here's our bottle haul for September. Hi friends, I'm Laura, this is Troy, we're Baker Drinks, and this is our September bottle haul. This time of the year seems to be the time of the year we buy more bottles than any other time of the year.
Allocation season. You got to go look. You never know what you're going to find.
If you're spending more time in the store, well, turns out you're probably going to buy more bottles. So first I've got a local distillery. It's from Battle Pressed. This is in Battleground, Washington. It's a flavored whiskey. This one is kind of like an old-fashioned in a bottle. It's called Winter Fire Bourbon Whiskey with natural cinnamon and orange flavors and brown sugar added.
Yeah, it's like a refrigerator door old-fashioned. It's pretty tasty. Next, we got the Knob Creek Bourbon X Rye. This has been out for a while. It's brand new to our area. We previously had a sample of it, and you can't really make a decision based on 2-ounce pour one time. I saw it at the store. It was like $45, so I had to grab it.
Next, I've got another non-bourbon or rye whiskey. I've got the Copperworks. This is a gin that is Northwest cask finished. So it's their regular gin that they then barrel aged. It spent 100 days in new oak.
And believe it or not, it's pretty tasty for a gin. Next up, we got the Heaven Hill Green to Glass. This is the bourbon. We've seen so many mixed reviews on these. We weren't going to pick them up, but you're standing in line at the store for an allocated drop and this is all they got. You might as well grab it. About $100.
Next, I've got another one from Copperworks. This is called their Farm Smith. They're going to do one of these every season or every year. I'm not really sure which. They get all their grains from one place. So this one is from Joseph's Granary in Colfax, Washington, the 2020 Baroness Pale Malt Barley variety. So that way, I guess you can try all these different ones and see how the season or the variety changes the flavor of the whiskey.
Kind of like the vintages on a wine.
Yeah.
Next, this was actually a gift to the channel. It's a Russell's Pick. This is a Camp Nelson B. One of our favorite people out there knew I really liked the Russells. He thought that this would be better in my hands than his, so he gifted it to the channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This next one I got was also a gift to the channel, so thank you everyone. This one came from RJ the Fed. It is Jack Daniel's Old No. 7. This is their Legacy Edition. I love the look of it. It's definitely interesting, and I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's super cool. We'll probably never open it. It'll probably just sit on the shelf like a trophy. So Woodinville, 8 years old, oldest age stated release from Woodinville. This was their annual release this year. People lined up in the parking lot to get it. It's pretty good. We already reviewed it. 6 reviews in 6 minutes. Check it out. Woodinville 8 year.
Next, I've got another Old No. 7. This one's just the normal whiskey in here, but it came with a cool little Jack Daniel's patch, so gotta have it in the collection, of course.
When you got a friend who works on an army base and has access to these special military releases, you get the hookup. Okay, next up, this one's kind of cool. It is the Jimmy Russell 70th Anniversary Wild Turkey. It's age stated at 8 years, so it's kind of just an older version of the 101. Kind of has more of like a Russell's vibe to it than a 101 vibe.
Next, I've got the Yellowstone. This is this year's limited edition. It is finished in cognac and brandy casks. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon, 101 proof. They do a limited edition every year.
And speaking of friends on army bases, we got to hook up with the Jack Daniel's Hero Edition Barrel Strength Ryes. 2 different bottles.
What makes them Hero Selection?
So this was actually picked by Melvin H. Keebler, who is a U.S. Navy veteran. Former military people will pick these every year. It's the first year it's been a rye that I'm aware of.
Next, I have the Remus Repeal Batch 8. This batch is 101 proof, and it is 9% 17-year-old bourbon and then 91% 10-year-old bourbon. So it's got a great amount of age in this bottle. It's got to be good.
Okay, next up, we got the Maker's Mark Cellar Aged 2024. 85% of this whiskey is 13 years old, 15% is 12 years old. It's coming in at 119.3 proof. So I had a pour of this at a party last year. I liked it quite a bit, but I didn't think it was worth the price tag. So I was hesitant to get this one. There were two of them in the store. Another guy that I was there with was looking at it as well. He's like, "You're never gonna see it again." Kind of twisted my arm up behind my back. I ended up buying it.
So this next one is the Angel's Envy Triple Oak. So they came out with a new one to add to their standard releases. It's no longer just the port finished bourbon and the rum finished rye. Now they've got this triple oak that's supposed to be on the shelf everywhere. But this one is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in Hungarian, Chinkapin, and French oak barrels. It is also low proof like their other ones, so 92 proof. So that's our bottle haul this month. It's ramping up. Ramping up. Troy just can't control himself going to the store all the time.
She loves it.
So thank you all for watching. We appreciate it. Let us know what you've bought this month, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.